Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to turn on post notifications. And we definitely got a lot to discuss. So, Botching Pregnant is coming back swinging. And fans are saying that she got her foot on all the female rappers' necks. And she got 2 collaborations that could top the charts. Okay, now a lot of fans are speculating that she definitely gonna get that Queen Bee collaboration, as we previously discussed. As we know, Devil Nation is pushing Megan, and everybody knows that Camel Face don't mess with Nicki Minaj. So a lot of fans are talking about that collaboration. Fans are also speculating that Botching Pregnant has forgave Icespxce, because Icespxce was dissing her in Y2K album. As we know, we went over that plenty of times before, and Icespxce has recently been liking pictures, of Cardi B, she liked a picture of Cardi B giving birth to her daughter, and then also she liked a picture of Wave, Cardi B's son, and that was, maybe a few days ago or last week or whatnot. Cardi B teased a Icespxce song a few months ago, and the beat is similar to allegedly an Icespxce song that hasn't came out. So this is the song that allegedly Cardi B and Icespxce are supposed to be on together. I did hear that Icespxce did want to make amends with Cardi B and apologize for throwing shade at Cardi B, because at the end of the day, she realized that, she was only doing it to get back on Nicki Minaj's good side, because she only really started dissing Cardi B once those text messages got leaked of her talking junk about Nicki Minaj and Cleopatra. So with that being said, let me know if you guys would be here for them making amends. Mind you, Cardi B was supposed to be on the Mëndś remix, but was removed.
Niggas don't get it for breakfast. I'm so desperate. Bitch, dirty, go get tested. Way too easy, don't wanna catch it. He telling all of his I said we could chill. Like what? He wants to see what it is, like a gender reveal. Like pissing on bitch a skill. Like what? Bitches damn it, that's what you look.
So let me know how y'all feel about Icespxce and Cardi B making amends. I don't think that Cardi B would ever fully forgive Icespxce, but I do feel like if Icespxce gets her momentum back, if she becomes hot again, because she's a little bit cold right now, Cardi B would work with her. Y'all might think I sound crazy, but remember, Megan Thee Stallion used to throw shade at Cardi B, and Cardi B still worked with her. Same thing with Doja Cat. Doja Cat used to throw shade at Cardi B. Remember, she was mocking one of Cardi B's songs. I think it was called Press. And for what I hear, Cardi B would still work with Doja Cat. So if an artist is hot, Cardi B would work with them. Point blank, period. Some fans are also saying that Cardi B is working with Lil' Kim, because Off the Cheat was spotted in a Lil' Kim shirt, I believe at a baseball or football game. And so a lot of fans are saying that Cardi B and Lil' Kim collaboration is finally coming. So a lot of people are saying that Cardi B got Queen Bee, Icespxce, and Lil' Kim on her album. I don't know about Icespxce. I don't know if she would fully forgive Icespxce, but if Icespxce gets her momentum back, if she becomes hot again, I think she will work with Icespxce. Icespxce is cold right now. Now, moving on to Doja Cat. Doja Cat's Scarlet Cloud surpasses Pink Friday 2 and becomes the highest selling female rap album of the decade. It is now the 11th best-selling album by a female rapper and the 7th highest-selling female rap album of all time. according to chartmasters.org. Now, we know that damn well Doja Cat is not outselling Nicki Minaj. Not, Scarlett. Now, if it was, Planet Her, I would say maybe it could possibly be true if it was Planet Her, but Scarlett was trash, and I definitely don't believe it's outselling Nicki Minaj, okay? Chartmasters is probably getting paid by RCA the colorist because Scarlett was a big fat flop. Didn't it only do like 400 or 800 copies first week? Scarlett 2. And then, the Scarlett original album only did 6,000 in per sales, didn't even do 100K. How is it outselling Pink Friday 2? I want to know that. But Doja Cat do stay on the charts. I don't know. Now, moving back on to Cardi B. Fans are noticing that Cardi B has 16 new uploads on her YouTube channel that are allegedly private. And a lot of fans are speculating that it could be music videos, okay, that she gearing to drop, okay? Now, I think the last artist that put out music videos for like a whole album was Queen B. I think Queen B has done that. I think The Weeknd has done that. But a lot of artists don't do that because it's costly. It costs a lot of money to put out new music videos for each song. Okay, so I don't know if all of those would be music videos. That's a lot of money that Titanic Records could be spending, and they're already in debt. So I don't know if they would do that. Plus, 16 songs after 7 years is not a lot of, songs. For an album, after you've been gone for a lot of years, like 10 years, you haven't put out an album. That's all Section 8 get. Section 8 gang, y'all just gonna allow her to put out 16 songs on the album? It will at least need to be in the 20s. She need to at least put out 20 songs, okay? But Partisan Fontaine probably, don't want to work that hard. But with that being said, how do y'all feel about this? I don't know if I would believe it's all music videos. Maybe she doing a podcast, okay? I think Cardi B should be a blogger instead of an artist anyway. Now, female rap unity might be coming back. Icespxce is trying to make amends with Cardi B after dissing her, okay? And now, allegedly, JT and Megan could be the next one to bury the hatchet, okay? Now, allegedly, JT, because she is no longer cool with Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj has unfollowed her on social media. They never did a collaboration. They were supposed to do a collaboration. I got that tea on Patreon, what happened with that. But with that being said, she's no longer part of the Nicki Minaj alliance, and she wants to be back team Megan and Cardi B, allegedly, from what I'm hearing behind the scenes. Now, with that being said, if you guys remember, JT was supposed to be on Megan Thee Stallion's album, Traumazine. And unfortunately, she decided to do the Super Freaky Girl Queen mix instead. If you guys remember, Super Freaky Girl and Traumazine came out the same day. Traumazine kind of flopped on the charts, but Super Freaky Girl went number 1. Now, this is what Megan Thee Stallion had to say about JT not turning her verse in.
So you was like, you got some female artists on there, the girls turning like they working their pen.
They was, but you know who ain't turning their verse that quick and she was supposed to be on the album?
Who?
JT.
Why?
I don't know, ask her.
Okay, I'm gonna ask her.
Okay, word on the street is that JT did not turn in her verse because she wanted to be on the Super Freaky Girl remix, which she was, and unfortunately, Super Freaky Girl and Traumazine came out the same day. So she had to choose, and she probably didn't want to piss off Nicki Minaj. And a lot of people don't know, Megan and JT used to be very close. From what I hear, they used to hang out behind the scenes all the time. They have a few records in the stash. She did do a record with the City Girls, and it was on Bad News. Remember that album? And Megan had a song with the City Girls, so she wanted one with just JT, and JT dubbed her. But it looks like JT is turning over a new leaf, and female rap unity is back in action. A lot of the female rappers want to make amends and resolve their issues behind the scenes. Now, moving on from that, according to an insider directly tied to Columbia, allegedly, that is the label Queen Bee is signed to, Bodyguard will serve as the next single from Cowboy Carter and should be serviced to all radio formats in late October. Allegedly. That's what people are saying on social media. I'm going to have to pass on that. I'll see Queen Bee when Act 3 comes out. I'm over Act 2. Okay? Act 2 was a chop. Renaissance was fire. Renaissance, we got to give Queen Bee her 10s for Renaissance. Act 2 is a chop for me. Very short-lived, not even charting. Nobody cares about Act 2 no more. Cowboy Carter wasn't that great of an album. We need to move on to Act 3. That's what we need to do. I don't really care for Act 2 like that. Cowboy Carter was a chop. There are plenty of albums that were much better than Cowboy Carter. So she needs to let that go. Now, moving on from that, it seems as though Icespxce is getting called out for copying Scratch Off. She put out a music video for her song Papa, okay? And she had on an outfit Scratch Off wore a few months ago. Now, she has responded to Scratch Off copying her by posting this meme on her Instagram, but then she deleted it because she's scary. And my whole thing is this. I think Icespxce is trolling Scratch Off because, remember, Scratch Off recently dissed her on Funny Marco's show and said that Icespxce don't have any talent.
I'm really thick. Tell Lotto I'm really thick. Like,
Really thick.
what it is. That's it.
It gives me,
I'm
like
an actress on the
Icespxce
side.
Yeah. I don't know what was going on with that.
it was like, I'm so cute, cry.
Like, we get it.
Yeah, like.
Now, mind you, she also dissed Icespxce in her album several times. You know, I went over that when Scratch Off dropped her album. So with that being said, I feel like Icespxce is doing the same thing she did with Nicki Minaj, okay, where she was copying Nicki Minaj's hairstyles and looks. She's doing that with Scratch Off because Scratch Off is still kind of dissing her publicly, okay? So she kind of trolling her. And let's not forget, Scratch Off did the same thing to Icespxce. Scratch Off all last year was copying Icespxce with the skirts, okay? Same thing with Cardi B. Cardi B started copying Icespxce. Now, some people are saying, well, oh, she got that from Cleopatra, but there's a big but. Cleopatra did not popularize those skirts. It was Icespxce who popularized them, okay? Sorry to Cleopatra, but you can't say that you started a trend and you don't really go viral unless you're on TikTok doing videos. You don't go viral for your fashion. Let's just be honest. I like Cleopatra, not musically, but she seems like a funny personality. But the point of the matter is you don't go viral for your looks. You go viral for the skits and the videos you do on TikTok. Okay? No shade. Now, moving on to Kung Fu Kenny. Kendrick Lamar is going through a hate train. A lot of people are jealous and envious that he is performing at the Super Bowl and they're trying to start a hate train against him like academics and champagne thickums, okay? They are the conductors of the hate train. A nasty, evil article was posted that Compton business owners say they lost thousands of dollars when Kung Fu Kenny shot the Not Like Us video in his hometown, which I definitely don't believe. This is a false narrative. It was reported that several small business owners in Compton had no idea that the rap star was filming the music video for America's #1 song back in June, and it wound up costing them thousands of dollars, according to a report. The problem was, according to a report from the Los Angeles Times, the local business owners weren't informed of the plans. Karina Pleasant, who runs Compton's soul food restaurant, with her mother, told the Times that she noticed that no customers were in the restaurant an hour after opening on the day of the filming, despite the fact that the parking lot shared with other businesses was packed. She later learned that the cars in the lot were there to support the small businesses, but rather for fans of Lamar to try to catch a glimpse of the rapper who was filming the video outside the nearby courthouse. Now, Pleasant and other business owners blamed the city of Compton for failing to notify business owners that the massive shoot was taking place that day. I'm just running everything and making no money. That's what she told the Times. I literally was there for nothing because the little money that I did make, I had to pay my staff with that. She estimated that she lost somewhere around $2,000 that day. Other business owners had similar experiences. The people who suffer are the small businesses. Now, Karina has made a statement under Wackademic's post, because he was the first to post it because, you know, he hates Kung Fu Kenny. She said this entire post is misquoted and pushing a narrative that we do not represent. People, please do not believe everything you read. Words have been twisted and is not right. The city should have made better decisions with notification to tax-paying business owners. We in no way have any negative commentary for Kendrick. This was a city issue. And Wackademics, you better be careful about misquoting people and twisting words. We never spoke to you. So how are you misquoting verbiage as facts? Okay? Now, here's my thing. Of course, people are now trying to push negative narratives about Kung Fu Kenny because he's performing at the Super Bowl. That's why that article even came out. Okay? They was looking for something. The woman beater allegations didn't stick. Okay? So, because they didn't stick, they have to come up with this narrative that Kung Fu Kenny has ruined businesses for the people in Compton, which is probably false. And the lady who ran that restaurant in Compton said it was false, okay? But we got to stop trying to tear our black entertainers down, okay? We got to stop trying to do that when something good happens to them. Kung Fu Kenny is the first male rapper to headline the Super Bowl. And whether you like Kung Fu Kenny or not is well-deserved, okay? And the industry agrees. So Wackademics and Champagne Thickums trying to start a hate train against Kung Fu Kenny ain't gonna work, especially on my watch. Wackademics needs to focus on the essay case that he got, okay, for assaulting a woman when she wasn't even coherent. We're not forgetting about that. And Champagne Thickums, we already know that you got a lot of skeletons in your closet. Y'all need to leave Kung Fu Kenny alone, okay? Because we can bring that out to the forefront. Now, moving on from that, it has been reported by Chart Data and Payola Board that Sabrina Carpenter, Short and Sweet, is at #1 again for the third week in a row, selling 117,000 in its third week. 638,000 since released. And Travis Flop, 10-year-old mixtape, has been flopping down the charts, okay, because the payola ran out. And the payola cannot get him the #1 spot. So congratulations to Sabrina Carpenter. Well deserved. And I hope that she goes #1 next week too. Now, moving on from that, fans are calling out Naomi Campbell and the iconic fashion stylist, Law Roach, for basically shading Rihanna after, I think it was a few weeks ago, they were both at a fashion show and she basically ignored both of them and hugged a person sitting next to Naomi Campbell. So they decided to throw some shade.
Go to the shows like the other girls. We don't come with our tatas out or our chi-chis out. Very demure.
Very mindful.
Very cutesy.
You don't give too much.
Just give a little.
It's not about showing yourself. It's about showing the clothes.
Very demure.
Very cutesy.
Very mindful.
Now, I am neutral in this. You know, I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm not team Riri. I'm not team Naomi. I'm not team anybody when it comes to this situation. But I will say that I don't understand how people were like celebrating. I saw it with my own eyes last week. People were celebrating, saying, oh, Rihanna clocked Naomi. Oh, she shaded her. Ha, ha, ha. She ignored her, paying her dust. And people are shocked that Naomi is throwing shade. I mean, come on now. If you throw shade at somebody, you shouldn't be shocked when they throw shade back. But unfortunately, on stan culture, everybody feels like certain celebrities can't get what they give out. Rihanna being one of those celebrities. Like, I personally don't really care, you know, about this particular beef, you know, even though I do have some, you know, tea on that beef on Patreon. But the point of the matter is that if Rihanna is throwing shade, okay, y'all felt like it was shade when she was ignoring Naomi and La Roach. Why are y'all mad that Naomi is responding? I don't get that. I never understand that. Only in stan culture, like, one person gets to throw shade and the other person gotta sit and take it. And people are like, oh, well, Rihanna's a billionaire. So that doesn't mean she gets to treat people like garbage. Like, it doesn't work that way. If you throw shade, people can throw it back, okay? But either way, I really am team nobody but Luxury Law. You know, I think Law Roach is a phenomenal stylist. He's the one that be styling Zendaya and all them iconic looks. So if I'm going to be team anybody, it's probably going to be Law Roach. Everybody else, Riri, Naomi, I don't really care about the beef like that. No shade, okay? Because it's over a man, so I really don't care that much. But I do have some behind-the-scenes tea about that beef on Patreon. Link will be in the description, and I hope you guys have a great day.